antenna. Let's see, okay, I'm on the 12-foot high. This is the 12-foot high 40-meter dipole, and the lakes are east and west. You're not off the side. You're pretty much off the end of it from your location. This is a 12-foot high. Give me 1 second. Alright, now I'm on the 160, the off-center fed Buckmaster 160, and it covers 160, 80, 40, 20, 15, 12, 10, and I think 6 meters. 17 meters, you definitely need a tuner, but the way it is set up, 160, the upper portion, 3.6 to 3.7, I'm good on the SWR. 40 meters, I'm good on the SWR. 20 meters, good on the SWR, but everything else, the SWR comes up to about a 2.5 to a 3, and I use a tuner. So, but right now I'm on the 160, over the 160 off center fed Buckmaster right now, over.
Yeah, geez, I did notice a difference that time, listening and looking. I paid a little bit more attention. Excuse me, my heat just turned on again. So you're probably getting all kinds of noise on my signal here. Let me know, is that too much for you to, are you still receiving me, or is the background noise too much there?
I'm not hearing any background noise. You're S9, and I'm really not hearing any background noise. I'm hearing the band condition noise, a little bit, but that's to be expected, and we're back on the 12-foot high 40-meter dipole now, just because I'm receiving you a little bit better, and your audio is a little stronger with the lower antenna, and that's probably because of lower antenna, less noise, versus a higher antenna, more noise, definitely on the receive side, but we're on the 12-foot high. I don't hear any background noise whatsoever there, at least with the signal that you're giving me. I'm not hearing the background noise.
Well, that's good. I'm glad, because, I got a monitor heater on the ceiling here in the garage, and it kicks on, and it just distorts my hearing talking. Listen to nice SDR audio, and all of a sudden, whoosh. So I just think that would be carrying over, but that's good to know that the microphone has enough rejection. That's not too bad. Yeah, at first, Dan, I was going to say the off-center fed Buckmaster was killing it, and then you just switch back. I mean, it's so close. I mean, like you said, band conditions, but both of them are 10 plus, 20 over, or at least tickling the 2 on the 20, if you know what I mean.
Okay, Brian, very good. Yeah, I mean, that's conditions too, the band starts going longer this time of the night, and, I mean, it plays different. It definitely plays different, later in the night. If I do try working DX, which earlier I did, I ended up working Lima Uniform 9 Echo Sierra Delta. I ended up working him, and I went to the Buckmaster just because it's longer antenna, a little bit more output on the signal, just a few different characteristics about it. So, Brian, I need to step away from the microphone here for about 3 minutes. I need to walk to the other side of the basement, and I will be right back. N1YXE, this is W8JOD here in Ohio.
Yeah, no problem at all, John. Go do what you gotta do. I'm gonna go, take a, little view of the back of the garage for a minute there and relieve myself, so N1YXE, we'll be right back.
Alright, well that's what I'm doing too. On the other side of the basement, I'm lucky with that. Alright, N1YXEWHJOD.
November 1 Yankee X-ray Echo. I think I won.
November 1, Yankee X-ray Echo W8JOD.
W8JOD and 1YXC. Hey, can you give me an audio report if you don't mind?
I like where it's at. If anything, go into the EQ setting and okay, so if you push the function button, you'll see a menu come up. Down in the bottom corner, bottom left corner, there's going to be a MEQ. That's the equalizer setting. Make sure that's highlighted where it's dark. But then as you go into the menu, the transmit EQ, I would bring up the higher side, add a little bit more eyes to it to cut through. But that's, it's good where it's at. But if you want to add a little bit more cutting, to cut through the noise, I would go in there around 2400 and bandwidth plus, I would say maybe plus 3, and bring that up. I don't know where you have it at, but I think go up to plus 10 on it. I might go maybe plus 5 if you're not using that at all.
Okay, geez, that was more of a answer than I was expecting. Yeah, I guess I'll play with it tomorrow at this point of the night because I'm pretty tired and I'll probably end up hitting too many buttons with my fat thumb. I'd love to talk to you some other night when my conditions are a little different. Back to you.
Okay, very good. Now, are you using any EQing on the radio? Over.
I did do the, I'm trying to think who I talked to earlier today. I did do a little EQing. I played around a little bit with the headphones on and stuff. I went to the high side, kind of looked at the settings and played with them a little bit. But my problem is I am completely, well not completely, but almost completely deaf in the left ear.
Okay. Well, alright, yeah, so you went to the Heil site, you see where recommended for the EAC with the different settings, and I know where you went and looked. There is also November 4, November Hotel November, and for H&H, Hotel November Hotel, and for H&H he has a whole lot of YouTube videos on settings and everything, and it's a good starting point. Myself, I tried to set my audio so it cuts, it cuts through the static, because a more punchy, a little bit more highs helps to cut through. I mean, not a lot, but that's just my opinion, where I like to set things at what I like to hear. But I mean, that's, it all depends on what you like to hear. Now, you can always pull up an SDR, or let's see here, what is it? SDR. Oh man, if you Google search SDR, there will be sites that you can pull up, and you can click on different locations, and then you can transmit and listen to yourself over an SDR. Say in Pennsylvania, or even in your same town, if there is one. I can't even, Kiwi, Kiwi SDR, and you can do it that way, or you can use the monitor into a dummy load. There's so much different things that you can do when you set up your audio, but I mean, for me, listening, you're S9, and at times you went to 15 over S9 roughly. You're looking at the FTDX10. You were even with the plus. You get 9 and then 20. That plus right there in front of the 20, you were even with the vertical line on that plus symbol, and then back to an S9. So I tend to like a little bit more highs, but everybody has a different taste there. Over.
Oh, very good. Thank you for the answer. And I just chopped it down to I think 2.8. It was up to 35 minus 5, so it was a 3 or so. I can't remember the numbers. Whatever this radio does for bandpass. I'm not sure if that brought it down a little bit. I've been playing a little bit today, and yeah, Jesus, a lot to learn this first SDR radio, and oh boy, a lot of fun, but I'll get there, I hope.
Oh yeah, there's so much about them. There's so much about them, Brian. There's so many different things. What do you want to do with radio? What's your I like to work sometimes, a little bit on the weaker side stations, and my other thing is I'm in a mobile 5 nights a week, and I'm already at a disadvantage of a 4-foot antenna that's supposed to be 33 feet and 100 watts and no amplifier. So I tend to set my audio a little bit on the so the highs cut through. So I mean, that's just me. And it's some people like to set it that way. Some people want it pretty even all the way across. Where you have it, I'm able to copy you very well. And it's all preference, I guess. What you want to do with it there, Brian.
Very good. Well, all right. I just wanted to make sure it was at least comparable. Because, like I told you there, I'm pretty limited in my left ear, so I'm trying to do what people are telling me and what I'm reading, and it's just, I do not have that, I can hear it when somebody's talking. I mean, you sound great, you sound good. 99% of the people on this frequency sound great. So yeah, I guess it's gonna be a fun journey figuring everything out. But at least you're telling me that I don't sound bad. So at least I got starting points that I can work from.
Oh yeah, no, you don't sound bad at all. I mean, it's just my opinion. Where you might be able to make a little bit of make a little adjustment, but don't go crazy on it. Definitely don't go crazy. So I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, everybody's gonna give you a different thoughts. but and everybody's hearing is different. Um, my hearing is pretty good. I can walk by here. I'm just sensitive too. I can walk by the truck that I drive and tell you if there's an air leak or not, and that's very with the truck running, and I can hear an air leak. It's sensitive. The better half when she's sitting on the couch across the room from me and eating potato chips, it drives me up a wall. I mean, I have very sensitive hearing, and even though I'm in a loud environment, it's still very good, hearing. So she does, she shakes her head at me when I tell her I hear something. She's like, I don't hear nothing. I'll go over there. You might be able to hear it if you get closer, so. But, my opinion there, Brian, just like, take it for what it's worth, but that was my thoughts. And one, YXE, WHJOD.
Alright, excellent. No, I appreciate the, I hate asking for audio reports in the first place because, is what it is, but, I take everything that people tell me that, you can tell when somebody's talking or walking, and you take it all in, and you go and play, and I'm on a hand mic, and I'm only running 100 watts right now. I just picked this radio up at the Ham Fest on Friday. I was running a 991 Alpha Friday, and I don't know, I think I'm ready for a flex. What do you think?
Oh boy. Well, let's see here. From thoughts, people's thoughts, Eddie out in the Bronx. His flex is a plant holder. He's got a plant sitting on top of it. And he's running, I think he's running the On, or he's Hermes Light, the Hermes Light. SDR, computer radio, and it's, there's plenty out there, I mean, they use a laptop or a desktop, there's different radios. Here's a question for you, Brian. Which do you think has a better receiver, or is the 991, close to the FTDX10, or does the FTDX10 on the receiver, just outdo it completely altogether?
The 10 blows it away.
Okay. Now, see, what I'm thinking, and, I'm still researching and this and that. There's remote TI. You gotta buy a Raspberry Pi, and I'm thinking about, I can either go with the 991 or I can go with the Nikon 7300. The 991 is more money, and the 7300, well, it's got, you hear everybody and they all sound good, I mean, just with a simple treble bass control and the stock hand mic, they sound good. So that, what you have in the FTDX10 and the 991, I want a comparable receiver for the 10. And that's what I'm getting used to. So I'm probably going to go with the 7300 and then do the remote transmit. That way I can set that up here at the house and have the software downloaded on my cell phone. And when I'm driving the truck, if things ain't working the best, or if I'm in a different truck and can't have the radio set up in the truck, at least I can get on, set up the cell phone and control the 7300 here at the house and have the antennas all set up before I even leave to go to work. So, that's why I asked what your thoughts on the 991 versus the sensor right over.
Well, I had the 991 for about 6, sorry, not used to the scan mic. I got the 991 Alpha, and it's a great shack in the box, that's what I would call it. I mean, it's got halfway decent scope on it, not very good. It,